first thing I'm going to do is put boiling water in my shiitake mushroom. So that way it will give time for the mushroom to soak up while I prepare the chicken. I got some flour here. This is about a cup and a half to 2 cups. And I'm putting my salt and I'm putting my pepper, about half a teaspoon. And then I'm gonna mix this all together. I'll take my chicken, dunk it into the flour, shake off excess flour. So I finished coating my chicken. So now let's cook. My pan is now hot, so I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil. And then I'll put my chicken in. I'll just fry them. About 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes, it's already browning up, so I'm turning it over. And I've got more room now, so I'm just gonna keep adding on. So if you're finding that you haven't got enough oil, if you like that one, that's what it looks like when you haven't got enough oil. Just add a little bit more oil. So that's the last of it. So to my pan now, I want to add a little bit more. I'm going to add my garlic. And to that, I'm going to add my onion now. And now I'm going to add my tomato paste. And to that, I'm going to add my shiitake mushroom or dried shiitake mushroom. I've already squeezed out the water because I want it to absorb the flavor of the garlic and the onion and the tomato paste. And in the center, I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil. To that, I'm going to add my lauvage, which I grow in my garden. I've had this lauvage for a couple of years now. I can't really find any lauvage in the supermarket, so I have to grow it myself. Lauvage is just so versatile. You can put it on anything, on soups and salad, on dishes, and I still have to try out what it tastes like on cakes. And then I'm going to add my rosemary. And then, and just mix it all up. I like cayenne pepper, so I'm going to put a little bit of cayenne pepper. So this is optional, it's up to you. If you don't want it spicy, then don't put cayenne pepper. We've got a couple of wine. This is a white wine, which is got a little bit left. So before it goes off, I decided to make my chicken parmigiano. And I also have some red wine. So I'm just gonna put it all in. And look at that. Oh, nice and thick. Look at the sauce. Now, we're gonna add a little bit more salt because I'm sure I haven't got enough salt. I'm just gonna let the alcohol evaporate from the wine. And to that, I'm gonna add half a liter of water. And I'm gonna turn my heat up to high again. And we just mix that all in. So I'll just test. That's like half a saltiness. So I will leave it at that. I'm not gonna add more salt, but we are going to add our chicken. This is such a beautiful dish. You have some dinner guest over, or for that special someone, dinner for 2. You can make a whole batch and you can keep it in the freezer. And if you have some last minute date that you haven't got time to cook, then you can pop them out of the freezer, reheat it, just cook some pasta, and that's it. Voila. Dinner's done and dusted, and your friends will be impressed. So I'm gonna set my heat to medium now. Medium low, and then I'll just let that simmer and cook for about half an hour. So now that's cooked. We're gonna add our cheese. Yum yum. I got some cream cheese here, which is just the spreadable cream cheese. And I'm gonna take a couple of tablespoons, so that's about 2 tablespoons, big helping of tablespoon. And I'm just gonna melt this away. My heat is still on low, so I haven't increased my heat. We just mix this through. Look at that. Looks beautiful. Okay, now we'll add our Parmesan cheese. And while we're mixing that through, we might as well add my carrots. So I'm just going to leave this for now to cook for about 5 minutes. I'm going to add my capsicum or bell pepper, and we'll just mix it up. And so now I'm going to leave it for 2 minutes just to cook the capsicum or the bell pepper a little bit. So 2 minutes later, that's done. So now I'm going to turn this off. So I've got my spaghetti on the plate. I normally use fettuccine with this, but I run out of fettuccine, so I'm using spaghetti instead. And put it on the top. So quickly melt. And if you don't want the pasta that's showing on the edges to burn under the griller, what you do is put a little bit of aluminum foil around it. I'm not going to do that because I've got my grill on high, so this will melt quite quickly. So I'll pop it in the oven.